I've always liked to think of myself as somebody who really appreciates the arts, but the arts don't really appreciate him too much. Real into music, never got that. Real into graphic art, horrible at that. I got into cooking because it was the easiest way to make myself adjacent to art. So I would say that occasionally I get to refer to what I do as art. My name is Joshua Kinney. I've been cooking professionally for right at 9 years. Got into cooking just before high school ended, mostly because I ate a whole lot of food at restaurants, so I wanted to save a little bit of money. The competition in the restaurant industry is definitely a big piece of what keeps me coming to it. It's highly competitive. Other than that, just the ability to create something every day makes it worthwhile. The low margins, the small margins are probably the least favorite thing about it. I mean, you'd really like to be able to pay people incredible wages for the work that they do. I mean, a lot of the people in here really just work to the bone every day. And the reality of it is nobody's making a whole lot of money in the restaurant industry. It's definitely a whole lot of dedication for not a whole lot of gratification. There's pieces of it that really work, and for certain people it's an amazing experience, but restaurant's definitely not for everybody. I think within cooking there is art. I wouldn't necessarily consider all cooking art. You boil an egg at your house and it's cooking. Is that art? I wouldn't say it's art, but there's definitely the propensity to put art into cooking. You look at the Michelin star restaurants, none of those guys are doing it without a high level of art involved in their work. There could be art in cooking, it doesn't necessarily need art. So the world's gotten a whole lot smaller, especially with food, in the last 10, 20 years, especially with the internet. I would say that menus that reflect the ingredients of the area are the most important. I tend to gravitate towards more third world cuisine than anything. I think they're kind of making the most out of the ingredients that they have. But as far as a specific style of food, I think it's almost limiting in a world where everything's at your fingertips every day. I'd say the only real regret I might have had was not getting into it a little bit earlier. I could have been doing everything I was doing at 21, 22, at 16, 17, and shoot, I'd be 5 years ahead of the plan. I always promised myself I wouldn't be an old man cooking food. So 10 to 15 years, hopefully I have an exit by then. I don't know if I'd be completely isolated from restaurants by then, but I'd like to at least have some form of an exit strategy by then, for sure.